Alright guys, welcome back to Boxmining here. It's time for some crypto news. I know you've been waiting for some news updates on this channel for the longest period of time. We've been covering those during the live streams. And since we cut these, well, I'm filling in the blanks with these short form news videos. I've also brought my friends Nate and Gemmy. Oh wow, they're here! Oh my god! And they're gonna help cover the news today. And before we start, always, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So the first bit of news is just absolutely ridiculous. So earlier today, there was an apparent news release, a press release, that Walmart partnered with Litecoin.
Harley Lee dumped his bags again?
Apparently not, because this was a fake news. So it got circulated. A lot of press actually took it as real, but this is completely fake and Walmart denied this. So if you can see here at roughly 9 p.m. Hong Kong time, this was like a giant spike up. So speculators were totally wrecked on this. So the investors kind of bought in when this news was announced. It was circulating. Litecoin shot up from $180 to $240. Oh my god. So it shot up, and then within 30 minutes, it just dumped all the way back down again when investors realized this was fake news. Honestly, this is one of the worst type of engineering that I've ever seen in the space. But it also tells us a lot about how news works. You see, how it worked was that some anonymous user decided to submit this piece of news and send it into a press release website. And the way it works is that these press release websites, they circulate that with different media outlets. And once news outlets start picking this up, they kind of piggyback off each other because they all want to make sure they get on the latest news. So the sites like CoinDesk, they kind of admitted to, an early version of this article took the alleged Walmart press release as at face value. The story has been rewritten. So very likely the person who engineered this had sell orders all the way up, right? The prices of Litecoin would be going up. So whoever wrote this and tried to engineer this would have probably placed sell orders on various exchanges of Litecoin at higher prices, and once the investors kind of saw this fake news and took it as fake value, they'll kind of buy it all up, and then obviously it would have auto-corrected itself. So I think in order for us to be more aware of what's happening, we really need to do our due diligence here and kind of not jump on news immediately when it comes out, because you kind of realize that the news system is extremely flawed just because of the way people parrot phrase off each other and they don't do their due diligence. It can lead to leading publications publishing fake news and then retracting it later. But that's when the damage has been done. So it's up to really for all of us to do that due diligence before we confirm and see what's really happening.
What's up guys, Nathan here to give you a quick news bit here about Microstrategy. So Michael Saylor, this dude is like just as degen as all of us. He bought another $250 million of Bitcoin. Yes, you heard that right. He's a big whale. Michael Saylor has been one of the most outspoken advocates of Bitcoin on social media. You can check all of his videos and he's always talking about Bitcoin. So it's safe to say that he's a Bitcoin whale and a Bitcoin maxi. So his bullish predictions, every time the price dips, he tends to buy more Bitcoin. So maybe he just buys he just BTFD all the time. So this latest purchase means that the company has spent about $3.1 billion on cryptocurrency, and it brings the whole total number of holdings to 114 and 42 Bitcoins. That is a lot. Will he sell? Only time will tell. All right, Gemmy, you're up.
Hello guys, Gemmy's here bringing you the news about EY.
What's EY, Gemmy?
Ernst Young, I thought everyone knows. So, Big Four consulting firm EY will adopt Polygon's commit chain scaling solutions onto Ethereum. The reason why EY would choose to adopt Polygon is to boost transaction volumes. They provide predictable cost and settlement for enterprise customers. EY will also have an option to move transactions onto the public Ethereum mainnet in the future. Ethereum has not paid by congestions and high fees, and even with the London hard fork, is still not showing any signals of lowering the expensive high fees. So it makes sense for EY to choose Polygon.
Also, we have a very cool video on Polygon. So if you guys want to check that out about how that whole network works, check this up right here. Next up, we have a bit of mystery that's ongoing. It's topping every single news, and this is to do with 45,000 Bitcoins.
That's $2 billion.
What? That's a lot of money. So this amount of money is being moved on the Bitcoin blockchain right now. And it seems to have originated from the FTX exchange. Now, what's kind of interesting here is that it gets a little bit murky because people have been tracking where this fund has been moving, and it's been moving very aggressively in the past few hours. So yet again, all this is kind of in speculation. It's very murky right now in terms of the full details, but some have accused the FTX exchange of being hacked for this amount of Bitcoin. So that's $2 billion hacked. If it's true, this will be the biggest hack in history. Obviously, because of the way Bitcoin works, it's possible for us to track the movements of Bitcoin, but it's not possible to know who has been moving it and kind of matching that identity. It's just how blockchain works. But a lot of sleuths have been trying to track this fund and figuring out where it's going, and it's going to a lot of different addresses. Now, FTX has not officially addressed this yet, but Sam has been posting around 16 hours ago that, for those who don't know, Bitcoin withdrawal process involves combining a lot of UTXO deposits addresses together. A few days ago, we consolidated some UTXOs into address to make processing quicker. So this was posted around 16 hours ago, and this seems to have been suggesting it has to do with this 45,000 Bitcoin. So what the suggestion is that this is not, FTX hasn't been hacked, they're just doing this themselves. But anyways, because this amount is so huge, it's $2 billion worth, everyone is very curious, and we'll have to see if there's any updates and confirmations coming up soon. But if you guys want to follow it, we'll put the link down below. There's been a lot of people who are sleuthing and tracking this on the blockchain, so you can follow the action as well in the comments down below.
So the next news I'm bringing you is about Coinbase. So SEC threatened to sue Coinbase over the lending product. According to Coinbase, it had been in discussion with SEC for almost 6 months. However, despite all these friendly discussions, SEC issued a Wells notice, which means it may bring charges against the company and employees. Coinbase says the SEC won't explain its issue with the LEND program, but if they launch the program, the SEC will intend to sue. Apparently, the CEO of Coinbase, Brian Armstrong, is not very happy with how the SEC reacted to his program and tweeted on his account, saying that his company has complied with all the SEC requested, including providing subpoena records and testimony from employees. He even asked on his Twitter that how can lending be a security? Well, I guess only the SEC knows the answer.
Boo! All right, folks, so that's it for today's news. I know this is still a very work in progress news segment. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. And if you guys have any comments and suggestions on how we can improve, is it too formal? Is it too funny? Are we too stupid? Leave a comment.
Let us know.
Let us know. Leave a comment down below. I'll see you next video.
Charlie Lee.
Charlie Lee? Charlie Lee just dumped on us?
Again?
Charlie!
Damn it.